I'm Sean Lott, and welcome to Argumental, the show where the hottest names in comedy debate the biggest issues facing mankind. Issues like, has a Cockney ever had a tasteful funeral? Is Jeremy Clarkson's penis made from denim? And is Britain's Got Talent just embarrassing bodies with music? Here to argue such burning issues are our teams. In the red corner, team captain Sean Walsh and his guest, Russell Kane. And in the blue corner, Captain Robert Webb and his guest, Jimmy Carr. OK, round one. Tonight, the subject under discussion is privacy. Secrets, phones, sex. But who cares what celebrities get up to in their private lives? She does. And her. And she does. Yes, it's women! Just because celebs promote themselves, flogging their latest implants, loony families and butchers' offcuts, does that mean they lose the right to a bit of privacy when they fancy a 5-star all-night cokey spankathon? If my arse looks like a griddled panini, that's my business. Or is it? And the issue I want the teams to argue is this. Celebrities don't deserve privacy. Supporting this statement, on behalf of the red team, it's Russell.
Go on. Greetings. Of course, celebrities don't deserve their privacy. We're in a grip of celebrity culture. We're obsessed with celebrities. And my argument is this. It's quite simple. That the more we normalise, the more we look behind the scenes, the more we see what celebrities are like in their normal life, the more we take the tinsel off the edge of celebrity culture, the less we're affected by it. I realise my argument's a little bit flawed, as I am in guy liner, looking like the aborted triplet of Jedward. So I'm already... Get rid of it, mother, it's not one of ours. I know already. An example to make my case, a powerful one, I believe. I think we should be allowed access to the suppressed footage of Cheryl Cole being so Geordie that she was removed from the American X Factor. That footage must exist where they went along the line of all the American judges and Cheryl Cole came out with something so Newcastle upon fucking Tyne that she was instantly sacked on the spot. What could have happened? Surely this could be something to dispel her magic. If we could see it in act, there would have been some sort of R&B audition. Any R&B fans in the room tonight?
Yeah.
Anyone's a fan of R&B, Jimmy? There's brother Jimmy in the room. Touch that sugar, papa.
I'm too far away, but I would.
It would have been something like, you know, I bought you an object so I could touch your vag, girl. Look, it's quite shiny. Can I put my wheelie in? Object, vag, object, vag. It's quite complex music. I don't fully understand. It's highly evolved. Here's a rudimentary nest. Lay your eggs in it. Ah! It's quite... It's highly evolved music. I don't fully understand it. So the judges would have passed their comments. It's Brian Smegcrest, or whatever his name is. There's always some sort of oily American judge. And then there's sort of the brain-dead judge. Yeah, I really like the way you say it. And something must have happened. This celebrity we put on a pedestal. What came out of Cheryl's mouth? We've got one last judge. She's from England. Cheryl, why did you I thought it was reet canny when you were singing in that. It was so good I shoved a Bacardi Breeze about in my twat. That's how good it was. I'd be a bit, It's a mirthful example to make a point. The point is this. The more we see, the less we're entranced by them. The more chance we've got of crushing the sort of narcissistic, egotistical drive behind it. And my argument is, let's see more. Less privacy, more of celebrity. Let's dispel the mystery. Let's vote red. Thank you very much.
OK, next up, opposing the statement and arguing that celebrities do deserve privacy, it's B&B fan Jimmy.
B&B? What do you say? Oh. How old do you have to be to confuse B&Bs with R&B? Amazing. Clearly, celebrities deserve privacy. Wouldn't it be great if shy, retiring celebrities like Kerry Katona and Katie Price could finally get to live the life of anonymity and obscurity that they so plainly deserve? Just because Madonna is world famous, it doesn't mean that we have a right to snoop every time she gets a new haircut or steals a baby. The point that I'm making is that celebrities are human beings like you and me. Well, more like me. But Everyone's got skeletons in their closet. David Beckham has Victoria. And if you're a celebrity, I think some of the responsibility has to lie with you. I mean, there is a reason you've never seen pictures of me leaving Kelly Brook's house at 9:30 in the morning after a night of passion. Actually, there's two reasons. Actually, there's, you know, you could go on for weeks. There's many. I've never met Kelly Brook. That'd be chief amongst them. It's not even that celebrities deserve privacy. And they do definitely deserve privacy, but it's not so much that. It's also the fact that I don't want to hear what Kerry Katona gets up to. So, in conclusion, I urge you, vote blue.
Thank you, Jimmy. So, Sean, Robert, what have you got to say to support your teammates' arguments?
I thought that all made a lot of sense. That made all the sense, and that made no sense. So, in a sense balance, all the sense is here. Yeah. And I completely agree. Like people like, I don't know, Jedward. Yes, they deserve privacy. In fact, they deserve solitary confinement.
In fact, about Jedward, is it's because they made the name. It's John and Edward. Jedward.
Yes.
I call them twant.
Celebrities don't deserve privacy. They don't deserve privacy. They keep on invading my life. They keep on invading my life. I go to the living room, I turn on the television, some programme like What Katie Did Next. I turn on my computer to check my emails and get the news about what they're doing. I find out about their diets. I don't want to know. I find out about what their pets' names are. I think I should be allowed at any time that I want to just walk into Jordan's house, walk into her living room and take a shit, because that's what she keeps on doing in mine.
Or you could just read better newspapers.
To be honest, I don't think Jordan's the issue, though. You know, people like that, they don't want privacy. The last thing they want, the last thing possible, her or Kerry Katona want, is to be alone with their awful selves.
Well, I'm not one of the guys. I've never been a sort of stepping out of a nightclub with a model tabloid slag type person. But I mean, there was an argument for me to get some net curtains because I used to live in a ground floor flat, and I was just eating my tea once, and there was a teenager walking by, and he went. And so somewhere there's a sort of 18-year-old with a picture of me going. I am.
Then why do you eat so close to the window?
I think he likes to watch the children.
Yeah. Do you not have a table, just a windowsill? Like that? Your whole family eating a line against the window.
It wasn't
a little table. All I don't understand is when celebrities get upset about people going through their bins. It's up to you. If you throw something incriminating in your bin, you know, well, you deserve trouble, don't you? Like a rhino horn.
One time!
Yeah. If I thought journalists were going through my bins, I'd fill my bin with mouse traps. It'd be brilliant. There'd just be some journalist going, ah, It'd be like Tom and Jerry cartoon, loads of mouse traps on his hands. And Robert would be at his windowsill going, OK, so it's time for the audience to decide who made the best case. Vote red if you agree with Russell, who argued that celebrities don't deserve privacy, or blue if Jimmy convinced you that celebrities do deserve privacy. Please vote now. Oh, pretty close. So that looks like a victory for the blue team. Well done, Robert and Jimmy. OK, our next round is called That's a Brilliant Idea. We're going to present our teams with a series of preposterous statements. They have to produce an argument in support of those statements. When I think they've made a convincing enough case, I'll press the buzzer. And we'll move on. And they must begin each argument with the words, that's a brilliant idea. Robert and Sean, you'll play this one. Thank you. Robert, we'll start with you. Here's your first statement. Public toilets should charge depending on how long you were in them.
Yes, that is a brilliant idea because if you go to public toilets and you're there, then you'll be spending money, and then they've got money to spend on the toilets. They make the toilets nicer, so next time you'll want to spend longer in there, so they'll have more money, and the toilets will get nicer and nicer, and you'll spend longer and longer in there. It'll be this virtuous circle until eventually the whole of Britain will all be shitting in this gigantic palace, and we'll all feel like the Queen. And it's not everyone's version of utopia, but it's a bloody good start.
Sean, bras should be made from spaghetti.
I mean, that is obviously a brilliant idea. Bras should be made of spaghetti. I mean, we all know how difficult it is to undo the bra. I'm not very good at it. There's lots of fiddling about, and sometimes they're different, and you don't want to use two hands. It's not cool, so you try and use one, and it takes ages. It's very complicated. With spaghetti, it'd be very simple. Just turn it around and...
I'm going to leave you there till you've done the whole job. Robert, only the rich should be allowed electricity.
That's a brilliant idea because, so George Osborne's quite a rich man, and I certainly wouldn't want to deny him his share. In fact, he can have it all at once. 40,000 volts, preferably when he's strapped for something.
Sean, chimpanzees should be trained to provide cheap childcare.
That is good. Yes, that's what we want. That's a brilliant idea. Chimpanzees should be trained to provide cheap childcare, because that way they wouldn't have time to keep on making shit Planet of the Apes remakes.
You know those films aren't made by the monkeys? You know the monkeys don't make those films as if they're trying to promote themselves.
Although
Like
that
the Monkey Tourist Board, if there was such a thing, said, right, we've written this script, let's make a film, show the other side of monkeys. We could be in charge. Robert, Prince Harry shouldn't be allowed out after 9 p.m.
That is a brilliant idea because he will find that very disappointing, and being disappointed will be an excellent preparation for his long career of not being king.
Sean, the age of consent should be raised to 36.
That's a brilliant idea. That's a brilliant idea, because that way, then, what would happen?
You get all the thrill of underage sex by banging a 35-year-old.
Russell, think about how thick the Daily Mail would be with pedo stories.
Brilliant. You're selling it to me more.
It'd be incredible, 36, to wait all that time. Just think how good it'd be. Oh! Jesus Christ! The condom would be in another country.
Thank you. Thank you, Sean and Robert.
Thank you.
So who did the best job? If you think it was Robert, hold up your blue card. If you think it was Sean, hold up your red card. Please vote now. Well, it looks like Robert was the most convincing, so well done to the blue team. And join us after the break when we'll find out if this woman should be banned from television.
I've got a new trick, Vic. Garfino. Feast your eyes on my casino. Roulette, blackjack, slots. Let you play games anywhere, Vic.
You don't need a casino, Morris. We've got loads of games at Bet Victor Casino.
Bonsino.
Roulette, Gonzo's Quest, Starburst and loads more games. For a free £10 bonus, talk to Victor.
The White House has fallen.
Olympus has fallen! Olympus has fallen!
Today, we make our stand.
Olympus has fallen, April 17th.
Today, 889 people will be hit with the news they have cancer. Then it will hit everyone who loves them. No one should face cancer alone, but right now, we simply can't be there for everyone who needs us. We urgently need your support to fund Macmillan nurses and other vital services. Please text 5 to 70550 to donate £5 now and help us be there for people facing cancer when they need us most.
Cards and gifts from Moonpig. Ooh, what to choose? I'd have him.
If you meet someone in a bar, it takes a long time to work out if it's someone that you want to get to know. When you join eHarmony, there's such an extensive questionnaire that you do complete, and you know that people clearly are wanting the same thing as you are. The matches that come up are great. There's always something there that you've got in common. There's potentially one that may be a very good match. I'd say stop wasting time and just join.
Review your matches free at eharmony.co.uk.
At Sainsbury's, we know you love to look after your home. With home insurance from Sainsbury's Bank, you'll get up to 50% off if you have 5 years claims free. What's more, you'll get a £30 gift card when you buy new combined buildings and contents cover direct from Sainsbury's Bank. Just call 0800 260 0777 or search online for sainsburysbank.co.uk.
With Betway, you can now bet in play on a massive range of sports, including all major golf championships, via your Mac, PC, mobile and tablet. And with an amazing no-risk £50 free bet to get you started, wherever you are, you've always got the best seats in the house. Betway.com.
People say you're riding high in April, shut down in May.
There are times when we all need help. Help like the NatWest Emergency Cash Service. So if your debit card is lost or stolen, you could still get your cash from our ATMs any time of the day. NatWest. Helpful banking.
Someone had rearranged the bones. Vampire.
I'm such a man. Look at me. Look at my huge codpiece.
The plan. A bomb that will unleash 1 million bats armed with incendiaries.
We were totally amazed as to what we saw.
Elvis, the Stones, the Beatles, that's the kind of feeling that Byron was able to provoke.
I can tell you how a pigeon can drop a bomb on a target for you.
The star of Gavin and Stacey's got his own show. No, not him, this guy.
James, I can't believe the fun we're having together. I'm really enjoying myself.
I'm doing David.
Is that a very... I was going to say, this sounds like a very young Michael Caine.
The Rob Brydon Show, Wednesdays at 10, new to Dave. No. Bad weeks happen. If you've had a hard week that wasn't your fault, Dave can help. Called your boss, dad, microwaved your phone? Again? Girlfriend dumped you? Again? Call now. Don't call. For your free information pack. There is no information pack. Dave's Breakfast Club is here for you, with a full Saturday morning lineup of wonderful Dave shows for your poor, tired little brain. Come on. Come to Dave. We'll make it all better. Dave's Breakfast Club, every Saturday from 10 on Dave.
Welcome back to Argumental. Our next round is called Flip Flop. I'll give one member of each team a statement which they must support until they hear this sound. Ooh. At which point they must perform a U-turn and argue against it, then flip-flop backwards and forwards every time I press the buzzer. Russell, you're going first, and I'd like you to start by arguing that teachers are wasting their lives.
Of course, teachers are wasting their lives. Teachers can only do so much. The parents are the people that have the primary influence. Who you mingle with at home doesn't matter how posh or well-to-do or educated or sensitive your teacher is. If you're growing up with a dad like mine, shaven-headed, triple ripple, Essex dad, not one, not two, but 3 ripples of meat between head and neck, who thinks a Penguin classic is a biscuit, genuinely. There's only so much a teacher can do to fix that. In fact, there's even statistics. It proves that the more desperate your background is, during the summer holiday, you'll go down proportionate to how pikey your family is. So the posh kids, they go home and all their learning is reinforced. Come, let's go to a hummus museum in the summer. It's wonderful, Mama. The history of the pheasant enthralls me. And all the pikey kids, we go home. Now, punch your sister harder. But of course, I'm being ironic. Teachers, if we can just change one of them, just one thing to connect with one student, what a waste of time, all that effort. We're looking at writers, musicians, historians, geographers going, shall I change the world? No, I'm going to teach a bunch of snivelling children who will never appreciate what I do, who will call me Mr. Gay Boy behind my back. And of course, he did turn out to be homosexual, so it's completely accurate.
Thank you, Russell. I always think Sean looks like a teacher.
I look like my maths teacher did.
Yeah.
And he was an alcoholic.
Yeah.
How many drinks have I holding times mixers?
I had a very memorable teacher, Mr. Hodgkins.
Oh, you told me how you lost your virginity.
Yeah. OK, Robert, you're up next. And I'd like you to begin by arguing that sat-nav is for losers.
Yes, of course, sat-nav is for losers. I'm a loser. I need sat-nav. In fact, I don't think sat-nav goes far enough. I don't just want it to navigate. I want it to do all the difficult stuff, like the steering and the pedals. And then, if I'm going to, say, visit an elderly relative, I want to take the sat-nav out of the car, put it on the table, and help me do the awkward banter. I turn it on and it goes, at the end of this pause, please tell your anecdote about the war. Because they have lots of... Because that's... I could do that, I could try and do that, but it wouldn't fucking work, because they don't work. They don't work at all. You're driving along, and this little screen is unintelligible, and it's telling you one thing, and the infuriatingly calm voice is telling you another thing, and saying, drive... What, take the second exit? But you just said take the third exit. What do you want me to do? Split the difference and ram these children? They are good, though. They're good because they're not good at all. They're shit. But no, it's brilliant, really, because it helps people like me who aren't real men. I can't read a map. I can't ride a motorbike. I can't rack up a triangle of pool balls correctly at the beginning of a game of pool. And don't say it goes red, yellow, because there's always the bit in the corner where it goes mental, and your opponent's going, what's that? And you're going, I can't do it. What's that? I can't do it. Cuddle. I'm not going to call you cuddle. And that's basically why I stopped playing professional pool. And also because I never got there in time because the fucking sat-nav doesn't work.
Well done, Robert. You know, imagine you use your sat-nav a lot, do you, Jimmy?
Yeah, where would we be without sat-nav?
That's almost like some kind of haiku.
It is, yeah. It's nice. The thing that I thought was really good, that you talked about the calm voice. But if I'm driving really fast, I want the voice to match my driving.
Whoa!
Listen, I want it to be like a getaway driver. Drive, left, like a rally sort of...
Or if you're driving through a spooky wood, you might want Gollum to go, it wants to do a U-turn.
I've not downloaded it, isn't it? You can get an American porn one, which is all quite provocative. It's like, yeah, turn down there, yeah. Like, oh, God, yeah.
It's not the sat-nav.
No, it's not the sat-nav, it's just porn.
My sat-nav is my voice. I put my voice on there, which I like. But my wife hates it. Because I'm driving along and I say, in 100 yards, turn left. And I say, look, I know where I'm going again. Look, I'm right again, aren't I? OK, it's time for the audience to decide who flipped and who flopped. If you think Russell flip-flopped best, hold up your red card. If you think it was Robert, then vote blue. Vote now!
Oh, that was age. Oh, really?
So, that looks like a victory to the red team. Well done, Sean and Russell. Now it's on to our live guest round, and to help us get to the heart of the next debate, welcome tonight's special guest, real-life sumo wrestler Sharon Alexander. Hello, Sharon.
Hello.
Thank you for joining us. And you are, it's true, you're Britain's only female sumo wrestler.
Yes, I am.
Who do you practice on here if there's no other sumo wrestlers?
Oh, anyone.
And so, when did you take up sumo then?
2006.
I thought you were going to say like 2,000 years ago then. I thought this was like some kind of mystery.
I'm only 36.
No, I didn't mean it like that.
36!
OK, well, we're going to have a debate about women's sport, and the statement I want you to argue is this. There's no place for women's sport on television.
Sorry, you want me to argue that with her there? You're having a laugh.
By the way, Sharon's never heard the word no.
Because the fella was squashed underneath her at the time.
He's actually still in here somewhere.
First up, to argue that there's no place for women's sport on television, it's Jimmy.
Well, no. Obviously, anything I say is with the exception of women's sumo, which I think should be... It's hot, isn't it? Hot. I think women's sumo should be... Actually, I don't know if it should be on television. I think you're what webcams were invented for.
Oh, my God.
No, I think that's a good... You're a lovely-looking fella. Genuinely nervous. You'll be fine. OK, now, obviously, women should do sport. It's a great thing to do, great thing to be involved in, but it shouldn't be on television. When you watch team sports on television with women, they always look disappointed as soon as they walk out. Like, everyone's turned up wearing the same thing. Women don't look good in trainers and tracksuits. That's just a fact. If you don't believe me, go to Liverpool. Liverpool, of course, one of the few cities in the world where JD Sports has an evening wear department. What about the women that excel in sport? Well, some of them aren't, you know, amazing to look at. Caster Semenya, you familiar with Caster Semenya? She's a South African sprinter. And Caster Semenya last year was subjected to a gender test. Genuine. I mean, how humiliating is that for a female athlete? They couldn't decide if she was really a woman. The suspicions were initially aroused when she took the urine test standing up.
These are all mine. You don't need to worry about that.
All yours?
Everything.
I think you've been slightly greedy.
Too much to handle for you.
I wouldn't know where to begin. OK, yeah, no, I'll start there. Brilliant, thanks. I conclude my argument there, and I'd like to say to my family, if they're watching, I love you.
Pick me up. Oh. Thank you.
I'm not trying to pick you up, I'm trying to fuck you.
Thank you, Jimmy.
Thank you very much.
Next up, opposing Jimmy and arguing there is a place for women's sport on television, it's Sean.
Thank you. You ready? Sister. Oh, there is a place for women in sport on television. Don't listen to Andy Gray over here. Don't listen to him. They make it better. They're better at it. It's better to watch. Take women's tennis. It's orgasmic. It's brilliant. Ah! 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 You're a teenager living at home with your parents. You can listen to porn and wank at full volume. Just go downstairs and say, Wimbledon's good this year. It's brilliant. Ah! Ah! Or on the centre court, you've got two hairy, muscly, big brutes the Williams sisters. You've got it all. You've got it all in women's tennis. Not just tennis, table tennis as well. Women's table tennis is brilliant. It's faster, smaller table. And they're good at it as well. I've actually played a woman at table tennis. They're good. They're bloody good. I played in Thailand. She did moves I couldn't dream of. Woo! I'm going to prove that women should be in sport on television. We have a woman. She does sport. We're on television. Let's fight. Bring it on. We're in a circle. I'm going to fuck you up. I've been playing Street Fighter recently. I've got E-Honda. Come on.
And how many 6-foot black women have you dated lately?
What are you doing?
What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Sean, get her!
Sean! Grab her, Fanny!
So, vote red! Vote red! Can you help me up?
Thank you, Sean. And big thank you to Sharon. Thanks very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
So Russell, Robert, have you got anything to say to support your teammate's argument?
I say, as someone who's not really that bothered about sport at all,
You surprise me.
if there's more women's sport on television at the expense of men's sport, otherwise known as sport, then that would be fine. But if we're talking about doubling the amount of sport on TV, count me out.
I think the thing about women's sport on television is and going to watch it, is once you've seen it done by a man, once you've seen Tiger Woods, well, in his heyday, hit a ball, or Lionel Messi, you know, go on a mazy run, dribble past 4 players, you know, seeing a woman do it, it's a bit like, well, why would I want to watch a sort of half-assed version of it, really? It's a bit like, you know, an Apollo mission that only goes to Spain. It's the same reason they don't have monkey sports. Monkeys, you give them a golf club, occasionally they hit an amazing drive, incredible drive, but they're putting, oh.
You know, football now, there's the problem of, you know, when a referee makes a decision that the football players don't like, they all gather around the referee, and this has become a big problem. And in women's football, that doesn't happen. They wait until the referee's gone, and then they bitch behind his back.
Your argument seems to dwell on the fact that women's sport's good because you can knock one out to it. You didn't actually really champion the right of women's sport to be on television. I didn't really feel you got hold of that issue and really ran with it there.
You have to sell it to men, because men hold the reins of power. They're the ones stopping women's sport being on TV. So if we sell the masturbation angle to men, then the women can come through and do their sport and entertain each other with their sporting event. We can masturbate while you play monkey golf.
Exactly.
So the presenters will be, well, we've got an absolutely cracking lineup of toss-off, tossy. We've got some women's sport, I believe.
This really is a 5-tissue afternoon.
This show should be called Argue Wankle. OK, once again, the audience decide. If you agree with Jimmy, vote blue, and if you agree with Sean, vote red. Please vote now.
You've made the right decision, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh. So, it looks like a win for the Blues. Which means that tonight's winners are the blue team. Thanks very much to tonight's guests, Russell Kane, Jimmy Carr, and to our captains, Sean Walsh and Robert Webb. Good night.